Hello folks, my name is Sean. I'm the founder of Lift Caddy. I wanted to do an assembly video to make it very simple and easy for you to assemble your unit. First, you'll receive your box. It'll look like this. There'll be a number 3 at the top. This indicates that this is our newest model, Generation 3 Lift Caddy. I've laid out all the components, and now I'll explain exactly what they are. This is the main body. We call this the tongue. And you have a cable here with 2 pins. This is a spring pin, remote control. This is the locking anti-rattle hitch pin, 8mm Allen wrench. This is the safety pin. This is the threaded bolt. And of course, your operation manual and the manual crank. Now I'll show you the simple assembly. So I take the main body. Oh, by the way, I should show you this. This is simply just a holder for your vehicle electrical plug. Tucks nicely out of the way. So we take our tongue, and it simply aligns with the holes on the main body. First step, you take your threaded bolt, and it goes in the bottom hole. Then you take your nylon lock nut and you thread it onto the side. Use wrenches to tighten that, but only snug. Do not over tighten. And the reason for not over tightening it is this bolt is actually your pivot bolt for your tilt. So what happens is that's the movement of your pivot. So if the bolt was too tight, obviously it would hinder the pivot. Second step is you take your safety pin and you put it in the top hole. Third step is you take your spring pin. This is the spring pin. As you can see, it's in the lock position. In a moment I'll show you exactly why we have put this on here. So in order to recess, put it in the recess position, we simply pull it out, turn it a quarter of a turn, and it stays in the recess position. Take your spring pin and it goes into this hole here. Then you have a locking nut. You simply tighten, and that's your spring pin. The spring pin, you pull it out, make a quarter turn in either direction. It holds the spring pin. So next you take your cotter pin and you simply lock it on to your safety pin. This small pin here is another safety pin, and it goes into this position. So this safety pin stops the unit from traveling. So when you are going to use your Lift Caddy to raise or lower, you must take the safety pin out. Now this allows the leg to travel up and down. Always use this safety pin when you're traveling. This is the safety pin. It goes in the top hole. Push it all the way through. And then the cotter pin simply locks onto the safety pin. For the purposes of compact packaging, we mount the head in this position, which faces the vehicle. In some cases, Some customers find that this may be a little bit too close to their tailgate. So to remedy that, you take your 8mm wrench and you remove these 4 bolts. You rotate the head 90 degrees, so then the head would now be in this position, facing away from your vehicle. You replace the bolts, make sure they're good and tight, and that's that. If for some reason you lose power from your vehicle, the Lift Caddy can be manually operated up or down. You simply remove this plug, take your manual wrench, slide it in there, you'll feel a nut that you'll go over top of, and now you can crank the unit up or down using the manual crank handle. Never use your Lift Caddy to tow a trailer, ever. Now I'll show you the tilt function. First step, remove the cotter pin. Second step, remove your safety pin. Now the unit will be held in the vertical position. In order to tilt it, pull on your spring pin, turn it 1/4 of a turn, and this allows the tilt function. You simply move it back to the vertical position, turn your spring pin until you hear it lock. That holds the Lift Caddy in the vertical position. Reinstall your safety pin. Make sure you use your cotter pin. Now you're ready for travel. Thank you for purchasing your Lift Caddy. We very much appreciate your support. Contact us at any time should you have any questions.